My funeral almost happened in 2006. In 2006, if not for my mother, my funeral would have happened in August that same year. Sometimes when I sit quietly and think about life, I realize I'm living on a borrowed grace. Back then, I was a young sound engineer, very small boy, but I was very talented in music production. I had already started working with musicians in Ghana. Music was my life. I had dreams. Not just dreams, but I had big dreams. I wanted one day to become a radio or TV presenter. I imagined myself sitting behind microphones, console, hosting shows, speaking to people, inspiring people. I was full of dreams. Then one morning, everything changed. I woke up and felt pain below my waistline around my buttocks. At first, I ignored it. I thought maybe it was something small, but every single day, the pain became worse. Then slowly, the place started swelling. I showed it to my elder sister, Sister Akos. She looked at it and said, "This is a boil." My mother and sister started applying herbal medicines. Day by day, different herbs, different local treatments, but still, my situation was the same. People in the neighborhood also recommended medications, but instead of getting better, the thing kept growing. The pain became unbearable. I remember I started losing weight. I was growing lean, weak, and it wasn't easy for me at all. I couldn't even sleep at night. And honestly, that was the first time in my life I truly saw death. People may not understand this, but when death gets close to somebody, sometimes they feel it. I started seeing strange dreams. I felt inside me that something was wrong. Deep down, I believed I was going to die. I was later taken to the hospital. I remember the doctors prescribed antibiotics and told my mother the ball would go away by itself. But it didn't. The condition worsened. So we returned to the hospital again. This time, the doctors suggested surgery. They wanted to perform a surgery. They wanted to cut it open. But some people also warned my mother, if doctors touch it, your son may die. Now imagine my mother standing in the middle of fear and confusion, trying to decide what could save her child. At this point, I couldn't even sleep properly anymore. During the day, I would doze off because nights were torture. Then one morning around 7 a.m., while I was lying there weak and helpless, a prophetess came to pray for me. After praying, she sat quietly for some time. My mother stepped out briefly to get something for me to eat. I was half asleep, but still hearing conversations around me. Then I heard something that broke my heart completely. The woman who brought the prophetess asked her about my condition spiritually. The prophetess quietly said, "He will not survive." I clearly heard it. That moment changed me. I wasn't even afraid of pain anymore. I was hurt because of my dreams. It hurts me that I might die before becoming the person I wanted to become. I kept thinking, so I would never sit on radio. So I would never host TV shows. So this is how my life is going to end. One Wednesday morning, around 11 a.m., one of my good friends, Ben, came to visit me. My mother begged him to help take me to a herbalist at Fadama here in Accra. Ben agreed immediately. He went outside to get a taxi. When the taxi arrived, I couldn't even sit properly because of my condition. So I entered the back seat and placed my knees on the seat while bending my head down. Immediately, the taxi driver became angry. He shouted at me, "Why are your legs on my seat? Get down, get down." My mother begged him. She explained my condition, but the driver refused. At that moment, I looked at my mother and I told her, "Let's go home. Don't worry. I know I'm going to die." But before I could even finish speaking, my friend Ben had already stopped another taxi. This second driver listened calmly and said, "No problem, let's go." That small act of kindness still stays in my heart till today. How I wish I will meet this taxi driver one day. When we arrived at the herbal center in Fadama, the first thing I saw was a live crocodile in a pond right in front of the herbal center. Even in pain, I became scared. Then the herbalist saw me. The man became angry immediately. He shouted at my mother, "Why did you wait till the last minute before bringing him?" Then he said something painful. "I won't treat him." My mother instantly went on her knees, begging for my life. Imagine your mother kneeling before a stranger because she doesn't want to lose you. Finally, the herbalist agreed. He mixed several concoctions, very bitter medicines. He applied some black cream on the swollen place. Then he gave my mother a black powder and instructed her, "When you get home, mash kenke without sugar, or if you can get porridge without sugar or milk. Pour this powder inside and give it to him." Then he said something that sounded like a judgment. He said the ball should burst within 2 hours. If it doesn't happen, don't come back again. He didn't even charge us. He asked us if the ball should burst, we should come back for him to charge us, meaning there was no hope. We got home. My mother prepared the kenke mixture with the powder and I took it. After 15 minutes later, I started rushing to the washroom repeatedly. My mother couldn't even sit close to me. The situation and the atmosphere was very, very sad. She stayed outside the room, but every few minutes, she would call my name. "Kojo, Emane Hawaii, Bibia Beye fine." But 2 hours came, nothing happened. At that moment, I accepted death in my mind. I truly believed I would not survive till the next day. Then suddenly, something strange happened. All the coldness and fever vanished instantly. I started sweating heavily. I didn't understand what was happening to me. Then my sister returned from work. She asked how I was feeling. I told her I feel okay. Then she suddenly said, "Something smells badly in this room." We all thought maybe a mouse had died somewhere. She started searching around the room, under our bed, my room, and everywhere. Then suddenly I felt something cold running down my leg. I touched it. It was a black fluid, smelling very bad. The ball has burst. My sister screamed for my mother. Everybody became excited for the very first time in weeks. I felt hungry instantly. Charlie, hungry oh. My sister asked me what I want to eat. I told her I want to take banku and okra stew. My sister quickly prepared the banku and okra stew for me. That meal tasted like life returning back into my body. That whole night, despite the terrible smell in my room, I slept peacefully. The next day, we returned to the herbalist. The moment he saw me walking, the man burst into laughter and hugged me tightly. Then he told my mother, "Your son escaped death. Somebody wanted to kill him. They put something on his chair and he sat on it." Till today, many people may not understand why I respect my mother the way I do. But I know that woman fought heaven and earth for me. She prayed. She cried. She refused to give up on me. And today, I'm alive because my mother's love refused to bury me. Sometimes when I sit behind microphones like this, or I speak on radio, TV, I speak to people publicly, I remember that little boy lying on a sickbed in 2006, believing he would never live to fulfill his dreams. But here I am today. Life gave me another chance and I will never take it for granted. I have been a radio presenter. I have worked with Onua FM, Onua TV, TV3, 3FM, Top Radio, Top FM, a lot of radio and TV stations. I have been able to fulfill that dream. I didn't die. I want to assure you, whatever you are going through, you will not die. You will definitely fulfill your dreams. Just keep hopes alive. Thank you so much for watching the video. And if you're on my YouTube, Bra Ima Studios, kindly like, you share with someone, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.